Oh, my bad. In this video, I'm going to be showing you everyday self-love practices. So stay tuned. Hey there, my name is Latoya Dixon Smith, and I help women find freedom in their femininity by becoming more confident, practicing self-care, and becoming the best version of themselves. Now, let's get right into what self-love is, especially for people like you and I who wear multiple hats. Self-love is the regard for one's well-being and happiness. In my previous video, I talked about how you can practice self-care every day. So if you haven't checked that one out, go to the previous one. But in this video, we're going to be talking about self-love, how it's different and how it's similar. Self-love is a step up from our basic self-care needs, things like drinking water or getting a good night's rest. It actually caters to our emotional well-being and our appreciation of self. In fact, we can find self-love right in the middle of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So when we think about our relationship with other people and how we show other people that we love them, whether it's a romantic partner, whether it's a family member, or even a friend, what is it that we do to show them love? So think about that for a second. A lot of times it's as simple as expressing gratitude, saying thank you, or even showing up for them when they need it most. It could also even be speaking to them kindly, just as a friend would. Now let's turn that all the way around and think about that for ourselves. Do you express gratitude for yourself for taking care of yourself? Do you speak kindly to yourself? Do you show up for yourself in the ways that you most need? So what are some ways you can do this in the everyday sense? So let's get into some of the things that you can do every single day to practice self-love. One of the things is making eye contact with yourself. And believe me, it's a lot harder than you think. Stand in front of a mirror, really stand in front of a mirror for at least 5 minutes or so and do nothing but look directly in your eyes. You may find that there are a lot of emotions that come up. You may find it to be very uncomfortable, or it may just be fine for you. It's something that you are used to doing, have no issues or no challenges from doing so because you recognize yourself for who you are and you accept yourself for who you are. And so making eye contact with yourself is a perfect and also more natural way to express love for yourself. Number 2, speaking kindly to yourself. And this doesn't mean that you go about and just, rattle off some affirmations or say things out loud. Sometimes it's really just in the thoughts that you have with yourself that no one else knows about. Speaking kindly to yourself, because what happens when you make a mistake? Are you kind to yourself? Do you give yourself grace? Are you telling yourself rude things? Do you harm yourself? If you're practicing self-love every day, you are even in the moment where you feel like you are about to talk negatively towards yourself, you'll be mindful in that moment, you'll stop, and then you will alternately change your words and speak more kindly to yourself. Number 3, treat yourself. I'm gonna let you in on a fun fact, I've never watched Parks and Recreation, so treating yourself. This doesn't mean that go out and buy yourself a Chanel bag, even though if you want to do that, that is totally fine. If you want to do that for me, I'm not going to complain either. The way that I treat myself can be taking an extra long shower. You can even get a new body scrub or learn something new. Treat yourself to whatever your body, your mind, your spirit, all of you, whatever it is that you need to do to treat yourself and whatever that looks like, do that. Number 4, dress in a way that makes you feel confident. So this is in no way me telling you that you have to go out and buy a new wardrobe. It isn't telling me that you have to dress a certain way. But I will say that sometimes when we take the time to dress in a way that makes us feel good about ourselves, our confidence increases, and so does that self-esteem. And that's because we are practicing self-love actively. And number 5, which is something that I am doing right now in this present moment, is honoring my inner voice. That could be a whole topic on its own. But when you really quiet out the noise around you and you take the time to just listen to what you truly want and discover who you truly are without all of the outside noise and outside opinions and perspectives from other people about who you are, who you should be, what you should be doing, all of those things. And when you can just listen to yourself and be guided by your intuition, that right there is the ultimate act of self-love, in my opinion. All right, so in the next video, I'm going to be talking about why taking a social media break was an act of self-care for me. But before you go, if you want to see more videos on how to become more confident, how to prioritize self-care, and how to become the best version of yourself, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.